Click the...
Everybody.
All right, let's go, Kenny.
No, I'm not in Mexico. I'm back in Mexico, but we're partying. Kenny, are you partying?
He can't even talk.
John, are you partying? You having a good time, man?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
How about you, Scott?
I'm doing very well. Yes, sir. Very excited today.
Hey, y'all. Again, it's Kenny Lloyd. I'm here in Houston, Texas. And look, when you have the corporate staff on smiling like this, you know it's some good stuff about to happen, okay? Anytime you see Scott smiling like that, I mean, Jack is always smiling. When you see John Licari smiling and Scott smiling, we have some great things we want to share with you all. Look, first of all, want to apologize for yesterday. You know, there was a call scheduled, but it was canceled because we had so much more information to deliver, okay? And we wanted to make sure that we just, you know, I mean, just, hey, we just go, you know, kill two birds with one stone. And, I mean, listen, this is going to be well worth the wait, but we want to thank the people who tried to, you know, schedule the call to get this information about Jamaica. But, again, there was some other information that we were waiting to get the final on. And we got the final, so we got some real good stuff. So, look, we got so many people that are going to share with you all tonight, but I'm going to bring on our CEO, Mr. Jack Fallon, first, because he's all excited about some things going on. Jack, are you there?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
All right, great to hear. Yes, I'm very, very excited, as usual. People just don't really understand what we have going on here. I mean, every day is a blessing. And it's you just can't even put words to it. So I want to thank everybody for what they're doing out there in the field. I want to thank the corporate team. They're just kicking ass as well. We're again, you know, we're just continuously breaking records, bringing on new products. We got a lot of things to announce tonight. So I just wanted to cover. I want to thank the leadership for staying united. A lot of companies go through what we're going through, and they realize or don't realize what they have. And we're just very, very lucky, Kenny, I think, that our leadership realizes maybe it's from their past, maybe it's just from life lessons that we have something very special. So our leadership is definitely staying united on every front, which is very, very powerful, and I believe that is one of the reasons why we're having so much success. How do you feel about that, Kenny?
Well, you know what, Jack? It is very important. I mean, you know, when you really look at our numbers and see where we're on track to be. I mean, you always have distractions, and you know, you always hear me say that we have favor, and I think that with favor, there comes some other things along with that. You know, and you know, with prosperity comes problems, and I think that our favor is so strong that sometimes, you know, the enemy creeps in, and I think he really, you know, tries to create some kind of division. But the one thing about it, I think we have the best leadership that I've ever worked with, and
yes, sir.
you know, and the thing that I share often is that no one says that everybody always gets along, but the thing is, on the level that we're operating, we're very reasonable people, and we're business people, and there's nothing that can't be discussed and worked out. You know, because everything we do on this level is impacting the people who are not on this leadership level that we're on. So I'm proud to be working with these guys, Jack, and I know you're proud.
Absolutely, and I mean, that last event, I couldn't say enough great things about that. I'm looking forward to the fall events. I'm looking forward to the, you know, the 2017 event. Our leadership is working with corporate, very powerful, and it just keeps clicking. It keeps coming together because we're all on the same page. We all have that same vision. So, you know, again, when we get interviewed as one of those hot companies, I mean, I always take my hat off to the leadership and our corporate team working together. If that doesn't happen, we're not going anywhere. I don't care what product or compensation you have. If you do not have corporate and leadership working together, you're dead in the water. So I feel very passionate, and I feel very good. I mean, about our leadership. It's amazing on a daily basis. But it just goes hand in hand, like you said, because of the growth, because of the company that we are, the cultural diversification all over the world, and we're holding it down, and you just can't put that into words. So, you know, I want to thank everyone out there for doing what they're doing, and then let's just keep pushing for sure.
Let me ask you this, Jack. What's your feeling, man? I mean, you had a chance to see especially at this last event, this new wave of leadership that's coming on board, man. I mean, what's your feeling, man? Because this is one of the things you and I talked about. We're only as strong as the new leaders that we bring on that take us to the next level, man. What's your feeling on these new leaders?
Well, what I loved about the last event, personally, is that I recognized, obviously, a lot of faces that have been around forever, but I didn't recognize a lot of people. The majority of the people we did not recognize, and you literally had to, again, work on those relationships, shake hands, get to know each other. So what I love about it is that our leadership that we've had and that we currently have are bringing in new leaders that are even more diversified than us and even more vibrant. We're attracting better people than we are. And the nice part about that is we're taking our ego, putting it in our pocket, saying, hey, listen, I want to attract a person that's 20 times better than me because that's how I'm going to grow as an individual and that's how my organization is going to grow as a team. So that is very, very important. So that last event showed me that, wow, do we have some caliber of people, raw talent, new to the industry talent, veterans, and that keeps happening on a weekly basis. Another big thing, which I don't even know if we covered in our meeting, is that we're acquiring companies now. And that's major. We just acquired a company called Lloyd out of Utah, and we're going to continue to acquire companies. But just so you know, we just don't acquire companies to acquire them, meaning they have to fit our culture. They have to have some sort of leadership or corporate employees that fit our vision. So we do definitely have a list of protocol to follow before we will acquire another company. So with that being said, when you do acquire a company, again, you bring in a total different bloodline, a total different mix of people. So that's an exciting part there, I don't even think we talked about yet.
No, we haven't talked about that one yet, but I do know what that means. But, Jack, listen, man, we have some other people on the line, and we know we have some very exciting news to share. So what do you want to give them first, Jack? What should I tell you what? Let me just give you a hint, okay? And I told Scott, because Scott has been working very hard on this, along with John. But everything is about increasing your look. It's always about enhancing your look, and I think your growth is indicated by your look. And I got to tell you guys that let's see, what time is it now? It's about 5 after. Man, the hell with what time it is. By the time this is over, when you all go to pull up your website, I guarantee what you saw is gone, and hence the beginning of our new look. Yeah, baby, we have a new look, new website. Can we get some music, Jack? Where's the music, Jack?
Uh-oh. See, I'm never ready for that.
I thought you were ready.
I'm chilling on a dirt road, laid back,
You on me waiting for? Jack, you slipped the country in on me, okay? All right, you kind of messed up my groove on that one. Look, yes, the new website is live, okay? You all can go to it. It is live now, okay? Now, I want you all to understand, you techies, that despite the fact that we launched the site, it does not mean that there won't be some quirks and everything, because things do happen, okay? No such thing as perfection, but I will tell you what, we're moving in that direction because we look a lot better tonight than we did earlier today. So that's a testament to the team. I want to applaud, Mary Jo, Scott, John, man, because you all really made this happen. But we have our guy, Scott Bania. Y'all don't hear from Scott a lot. The Scott is in the trenches. You want to say something, Jack?
Yeah. I know I don't get a lot of talk time with you on here, but also there's a couple people that we forgot to mention. Is the Team Dyad down in Dallas are really kicking ass for us. Mary Jo, you mentioned her, and Rick and Byron. They're on the team, and they are the unsung heroes, man. They're behind the scenes on a daily basis from everything that you have going on that you see and use. They continuously make better. They feel the vision. They're part of our vision. They're part of the team. So my hat goes off to them as well.
So listen, let me ask you this: Scott, are you out there, Scott?
I am here. Can you hear me?
Scott, the rumor is that we have some things that are ready to launch, like some things that we got really excited about at the event, like some instant tea. You have some news for us about that instant tea?
Yes, I do. I'm very happy and proud to say that everything is on track with the Instant Tea. We're on schedule. The label has been approved. We have the box artwork is being approved. Also very happy to say that we will have 3 languages translated on the box of 60 sachets. So we'll have English, Spanish, and French translated on those boxes coming right out the gate. So that's very exciting. You did mention the website. So yes, pending anything tragic, that website is up and live and running. Everything has been tested on that site. And again, kudos to our team in Dallas, Diet Ventures, Rick Berg, Byron. You guys are doing a tremendous job. It's just very involved. A lot of testing happens. So we can't be more excited. The new look and feel of TLC has arrived. So we're very excited about that.
So let me ask you this, Scott. So I know what people are wondering right now. So we talked about the package you got, the Instant Tea. When can we anticipate the beginning of the shipping of the tea?
John Licari announced a date at the Atlanta event, so I'm going to let him speak to that, but I believe we are still on target to ship right at the end of this month, the end of August. We should be able to begin shipping all the orders that were placed during this pre-order.
So let me ask you this question. I mean, do we have any other surprises we want to leak out? Anything? Is there any other something else? Something else is good.
I've got so much I don't even know where to begin. To be honest.
Hot, man. Give us something hot, man. Come on.
All right. So something that we were not pleased with as a corporate team for a while. We've had these lead capture systems in place that were kind of tied into the current system. So what we have done with the help of the team in Dallas and our programmers, we have rebranded the Go TLC Diet. It looks hot. It's very functional. It looks fantastic. So that is going to be a tool that the reps can go back to. I think a lot of people stopped using that as a marketing tool and as a recruitment tool. So we're really happy to announce that that is also going to be live today. Available to register and sign up in your back office. I could keep going. We've got products on deck. You know, we have been teasing out the look and feel of our new nutrition line, which includes Slim AM, Slim PM, Gano, the Chaga to Chewy. So all of those labels are going to print and are being packaged. Matter of fact, I think Jack may want to announce one of the pre-orders that's going to be available to you tonight. One of these products we have been we've just been kind of upset that it's taken so long to deliver this product. It was kind of frustrating on our end, but when it was ready to go, we had to basically throw out labels because of the new branding. So we are getting ready to launch the Slim AM formula. And this formula, very briefly, is basically suited to improve cardiovascular wellness. Okay, so anything that has to do with inflammation, it's going to help reduce inflammation, and it helps you produce nitric oxide, which naturally is going to help your blood vessels expand and give you more energy at the same time. So this product is like a home run for us because it works synergistically with the Slim PM. And then also, Jack is very adamant about announcing another new product. This one is targeting our hair, skin, and nails. So it's a hair, skin, and nails. You take 2 capsules a day, and the components of this formulation, there's a lot of research, a lot of studies behind it. So we feel very strongly that it's a perfect fit for our market, and it complements our product portfolio already. I've got another big announcement, actually.
Give it up.
And this one nobody knows about.
Oh.
Maybe Kenny knows about it. He may have heard through Jack and John, but there's just a few of us at corporate that know this. I've been waiting to announce it. So we've been working very hard to really find our niche in the skincare market, okay? And so we've been strongly promoting our NVIDIA restorative skin serum. So about 6 weeks ago, I entered into a very popular contest for skin surgeons, cosmeceuticals, and everything. So I just found out the other day, actually, that our NVIDIA Skin Serum is a finalist in the My Face, My Body Awards, which is a worldwide awards program that has been traveling the world for 10, 12 years. So we are a finalist in that awards, and we're going to officially announce that tonight in our newsletter. We'll have a place for everyone to go and vote for our skin serum as being one of the most innovative products to hit the market. And along with that announcement, we are on point to have 5-pack NVIDIA samples coming out very, very soon by mid-September. So I will stop there. I don't want to give everything away because I've got a whole board full of goodies that I can just let you know that in the last quarter here of the year, we're probably looking at launching 2 products at least every quarter throughout the end of the year.
So let me ask you this. The Go TLC diet, right? Now, a lot of people, you know, I mean, anybody who's been here for almost 3 years who started with us, they would be very familiar with that, because that really that site, that lead capture site, really helped us build our business in the very beginning. It helped us get the TLC message out, because, you know, it allowed us to email it to our market and, you know, capture information if people wanted to join us, you know. And so is this, you know, so we revamped the videos, we have new video on there, or what?
Absolutely, yes. Everything is brand new. It looks very hot, looks real modern. It should, you know, really do well in our market, capture people's attention, and it's simple. It's a simple system. So yeah, exactly. You're trying to capture people's attention, let them know what our hottest product is, and it makes it very easy to, if they are interested in using the product as a customer, you can try to follow up with them in retail, and also gives them an opportunity to take a look at the business, and you can follow up with them and you know, discuss becoming a team member on your team. So
now let me ask you this: as a distributor, is there a cost to me for utilizing this?
Absolutely not. That Go TLC diet is absolutely free for all of our distributors. Absolutely free.
How do I go about getting it and setting mine up? How would somebody on here, one of our family members on watching this, how would they go about going to get theirs? Because we can do it now, right? It's available now. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can do it right now. So if you go back into your back office, I believe you'll be able to use your same credentials and the same URL. If you had previously been using the Go TLC diet platform, you can just use the same URL that you had used prior to that. And I don't know the exact particulars if there's a particular checkbox or what you do, but I think that it's a very simple process. It's like a 3-step process to get that lead capture page back and functioning. It might be just simply seamless.
Okay, so they basically they go to their back office, and where can they find it again in their back office? Where is it?
It'll be in your back office resources.
Back office resources. Okay, guys. So I want you all to know that for me and Shantae, that was very viable for us, again, because we could mass email that out to our people, and even people we didn't know, you know, who were interested in the company, and it gave them a brief synopsis about the company and our products, man, and we really helped us out, and it's a free resource. So I want to commend you on that again, Scott. So I appreciate that. So guys, so far, you hear we got some new things cooking, but I think people want to hear from Mr. John Licari now. And Jack, if there's anything I missed asking Scott, you can chime right in. But John, listen, I want John to come on because we've been talking about this trip to Jamaica, and there have been some questions about it, you know, and you know, we did send an email out to everyone, but we need, you know, John, can you kind of share what the rules are, where we're going, man? Come on, let's get them excited, man. Let them know where the resort is and what are the rules to go. That's what I'm talking about. What's the rule?
Thank you, Kenny. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody.
Let's get it, Johnny.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks for being on the call tonight. So we're excited. Obviously, it's a good day. It's a good week here at TLC. Scott was talking about some great things that are happening in the fourth quarter, and some things he didn't mention yet, which are very exciting. But yeah, I was asked to come on and really talk about the Jamaica trip. We're really excited about it. I know there's some questions out there in the field about the rules. Listen, guys, we sent the rules out via email, corporate-wide email. There was also a link in the newsletter last week, which has all the fine print. I believe that link will also be provided this week again. So it's very straightforward, guys. It's very, very simple. I mean, the number 50 has become so synonymous with TLC. And we just really, we orchestrated the whole contest around 50. So it's 50 customers. You have 50 days to do it. The first 50 people that do this, they earn the trip. It's an all-inclusive resort. It is the #1 resort in Montego Bay. It's absolutely beautiful. It's stunning. You can find out more about it in our newsletter. And really, guys, I mean, the contest itself is, a lot of people have been, questioning it, saying, well, what about this? What about that? It's really, really straightforward, guys. It's a simple, simple contest. We are looking for 50 brand new customers. We want those relationships with those people. We want those brand new customer relationships. We want to introduce our products to people that have never tried them before. And we need your help in doing that. And we're going to have a lot of fun by doing that because we're all going to go in Jamaica and party. And you guys are going to have an awesome time there. And we really, we crafted the whole thing with the help of Scott and the marketing team so that everybody can win. I mean, we have just regular, everyday retailers that maybe have never even reached the director rank. They have a shot at winning this. And as a matter of fact, we have 3 confirmed winners already as of yesterday. We have 3 or 4 that are very, very close. So we plan on having 7 winners by the end of the week. So we're really excited about that. And I think the marketing team is going to have a leaderboard on the newsletter this evening. So that'll be pretty interesting.
I think. Let me ask you this: what about for people, let's say regionals or nationals or globals? That I mean, I think we talked about something where if they help somebody, and there was a timeline that was given that is passed, but I know you're going to extend it. But tell me, as an upline, if I'm in the upline and I have somebody that I help get 50 customers, talk about that a little bit for me.
Sure, Kenny, thanks. Well, basically, the option number 2 is for our regionals and above. So our regionals and above, they're pretty crafty. They're our sales leaders, obviously, and they're pretty skilled. And we want them to extend that skill to maybe somebody who has never been to a corporate trip, maybe somebody who has never been to an event before, a retailer, maybe a director, or someone new to the company that, is still getting their feet wet. And we ask them to, quote unquote, sponsor one of your personally sponsored and helping them win this contest, win this trip. So basically all we really need to know from a corporate standpoint is we need to know who that person is. So if you're a regional or above and you plan on being regional throughout the contest, you need to contact the corporate office here and make sure we get that noted on your account, which person it is that you are helping. If you help that person achieve the 50 customers in 50 days and they're one of the first 50 people to do it, they win a trip, and so do you. So, we want to make sure everybody wins because that's what TLC is all about. We want to make sure that we get some brand new faces to these trips. We also want to make sure that, sharing is caring. I mean, so we want to make sure that we keep that going. We want to make sure that we share the opportunity and we share the trip with as many people as possible. So you regionals and above, I really challenge you to kind of, become somebody's, surrogate and help them and really, show them how to acquire customers and really make this thing work.
The thing I think that's going to be powerful about this is that we talked about this customer model, that we're adopting, and this retail to recruit, that we're adopting. I really think, Jack, you and I have talked about that. I mean, there's a company. What's the name of that company, Jack, that you referenced? That is a $1 billion company, man. They sell candles or something. Nobody even knows about them, man, but they have a pure retail model, and they have people that are making a lot of money. Let's talk about that a little bit, Jack.
Yeah, that's a good question, Kenny. Put me on the spot. No, absolutely. Retail is #1. It works. Obviously, it works around the world, especially in the United States. We have a lot of people. It's kind of ironic because when we look at the numbers, is the people that are really, really doing some damage with our compensation plan are retailing a lot of product, and they truly are. They're sort of like, unheard of though, right? They might be on that leaderboard, but they're just that person that knows how to retail. They are just a different type of leader, and it works. Retail retains. Retail recruits. Retail does everything that we ask it to do, and especially in these times with our business model, all the government agencies around the world want to know if our product is retailable. Can our product just be a product on its own, where somebody would just purchase it to make sure they're just getting the benefits from the product and nothing else? And that's why we're always constantly improving our products and bringing on new products to make sure that we fit that retail model. There's companies out there, like you said, that do billions of dollars in our industry that are strictly retail and teach their distributors to only retail home parties and retail. That's it. So we're obviously we're really in that model. I mean, we have so many home parties going on. We have so many purchases of products. I think in the last couple months, we're either at least 75% new customers and 25% distributors, and it fluctuates, but you can tell that we're really in the black as far as retailing. So we won't stop that model. We're just going to continuously improve that model and make it easier for the people that we have and the people that are going to come aboard. And what I mean by that is we're going to continuously improve the products, continuously improve the tools to make sure that you can get a customer and keep them. So and that includes your website, your back office, soon our mobile. You'll be able to take an order on your phone, price point, and products that people feel right away. So we're always working on that, Kenny, for sure.
I think what would be good too, John, is that on the next hangout that we do, if we really bring those people on that have qualified, make it known to people that have qualified, and let them kind of share with people what in the hell are you doing to generate that customer base so quickly, because that's going to be important, because I think there are a lot of people that just don't know, the simplicity of retailing. So what do you think about that? What do you think about that, John?
I think that's an awesome idea, and I think that we need to do that more often. And if we learned anything from the Atlanta event, which you guys already touched on and I thought was awesome, was really recognizing those directors and those executive directors, those new faces, those retailers that we have not met yet or just getting their feet wet. And they're great people, and they really fit our culture here. And I think that they need recognition as well. I mean, we have the best leadership in the industry, hands down. Our sales leaders in the field are just absolutely awesome. I'll sing their praises every day of the week. But we also got some new blood coming from that leadership that they've attracted and they've helped cultivate and they've helped mentor. And they need to be recognized. So I'm totally on board with that. And before I forget too, Kenny, I mean, you mentioned about the option B for the regionals and above on helping somebody, and I forgot to mention that the deadline to let us know who they're going to help was August 15th, was Monday, a couple days ago. So we've extended that until Friday, which is August 19th. And so anybody that calls us by Friday, August 19th, and lets us know exactly who it is that they're sponsoring for this particular contest, we will extend that deadline until the 19th. So please feel free to do that. And but yes, your idea, Kenny, is great. I would love to have 3 to 5 of the winners on our next hangout. I think that's awesome.
One thing that I think I know we have to get better at, from a corporate standpoint, even from the field, is that we have a tremendous amount of people that are that have earned $25,000 here, or some $50,000, some even $80,000 just retailing,
Right.
And we really, and it's hard to really monitor and see who those people are, because some people buy a lot of product and they go out in the streets and they just get busy, And John, we really have to find a way, man, to really recognize these people that are doing this, because they really keep us afloat. And and this, Jack knows this, Scott knows that there's a place for these people to be recognized in this company, because again, they keep it afloat. And we I know we're moving in that direction, but I think we have to really get much better at recognizing and edifying these people, because they are the lifeblood of TLC.
Absolutely. I think that's very important, Kenny. And, sometimes, this business can become very complicated at times, especially at the corporate level. But I always like to really keep it, simple whenever I can. And when I'm having a bad day, I go back to our roots, and our roots was that, Jack started this company based on product. He wanted to, deliver the best possible products to people at the lowest possible price point. And that's really what we're all about. We're about products, and products, like Jack said, is a solid foundation. I mean, it helps you recruit, it helps you retain, it helps you duplicate. It's got to be product centered, and we do a great job at that, but we do not. We have fallen a little bit short on really, recognizing our retailers out there, our top retailers, and the people that are really helping us with that goal and that mission that we are so passionate about.
Well, listen, we don't want to keep everybody long. We've made these announcements. In closing, I just really want to say that, I can see, I see numbers that everybody is not privy to see. And I see where the company is really going. I see where we are going. I think that what we are going through and what we're going to go through, we're on path for that quarter of $1 billion. And there are things that all companies go through in order to get there. And but I do believe this, that if it is to be, it is up to me. And I think if everybody adopts that if it is to be, it's up to me, because it's imperative that as people that we never forget from whence we came, and we always work on growing mentally, because there's always more room for growth. I concentrated on it every day. Every day I try to get better, and I try to feed my mind positive thoughts and positive things, and I stay away from negative people. And I share this, that we have to make sure that we stay around positivity, because I really believe that if something happened to this opportunity, that it is because we let it happen. If something, and we have to be very protective of this opportunity, because we all remember where we came from, what we went through. A lot of us, there's some of you all that are new that are going through your struggle, and your struggle is a part of your restoration. You have to go through it. It's what makes your journey authentic, and so powerful is your struggle. But I think that mentally, we can never let our money outgrow us, and think that because we make money that we know it all. I make, I'm very blessed. My Shante and I are very blessed. But the one thing I know, in order for us to go to the next level, I have to elevate myself mentally to another level and think a little differently. The one thing I tried to, and I get this from Jack too. In the beginning, when we first started, man, I would call, because when you're broke, you're excited about everything. And when I say excited, I'm talking about like in a bad way, And man, when we first started, we were broke, man. I would call Jack, and I'm like, Jack, the site is down, man, and man, the world is coming to an end, and what? And Jack would be like, oh, Kenny, it's gonna be okay. Okay, this would drive me nuts. But I have to think that on this level, on that level, that if every little thing that went wrong drove you crazy, you would go crazy. You really would. And there's so many more important things out here. I think the people that are going to be joining us, the people that are here, that are in a life or death battle, because initially when the people are starting, that are in a dark place, they're in a life and death battle. And I think that we have an obligation to make sure that we can always paint a positive picture of what is in store for them, and never a negative picture, of what's to come. And I think that as leaders, we have to be that example for people, but again, I would say that this group of people is the best that I've ever worked with, and I look forward to us going to the next level. So, having said that, unless anybody else has anything they want to talk about, Jack or John or Scott, anybody else? Everybody good?
I do have just one quick plug, if you don't mind.
Well, go.
Basically, we're very excited about the content that we've been putting out in social media, and so for anyone that is viewing this Hangout, if you have not had an opportunity to check out our Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, those are like the top 3 that we're hitting real hard. Pinterest will be coming up next, YouTube as well, but we are TLCHQ on all of those social media channels. So we are putting out product videos for special drinks, smoothies, and things, how to use our products innovatively throughout your day, making healthy drinks and things like that. So, and pretty soon we're going to be launching a series of videos of many of our top leadership. We took about 36 recorded interviews in Atlanta, and we're going to start releasing those. And it's really just kind of a heartfelt, honest, sit-down interview with some of our top leadership, asking them, you know, what is so different about TLC, or what do they find different about TLC? How are they making it happen? Talking about their own personal testimonies with products or financial testimonies, how they're helping people in their downline, how their business is affecting other people in their downline. So it's just really it's going to be a fantastic series of videos to take a look at and share with others. You know, it's going to be a perfect recruiting tool because it's no hype. It's just a real quaint sit down in a plain chair off to the side of the venue. I think it's going to offer a lot of credibility to what we stand for as a company. So I want everyone to make sure you're paying attention to those media outlets.
So thank you, man. I appreciate it. Listen, in closing, you know, September is around the corner, and September traditionally is one of the hottest months in network marketing. I mean, it's where the foundation is really laid for Christmas. You know, it begins in September. So I hope that people, you know, that during the summer when it's a little tough, it's really the time to plant seeds, you know, because you don't want to get started. You don't want to be planting seeds in September. You want to be harvesting the crops in September. So it's not too late. It's if I were you all, I would begin an all-out massive attack, and you know, and reboot my business. I would go back and start making my list again, because there are people that see the value of TLC now that didn't before, you know, when you first started, because you're having success. So we're going to have a September to remember, and I want you to remember that phrase. That's because that's going to be a campaign we're going to have, and we are going to have a September to remember. So it's time to boot up for that. Man, I'm so excited about what's going on, but I thank everybody for taking the time to get on this. Jack, John, Scott, I appreciate you guys more than you know, and having said that, I bid you all a good night.
Have a great night, everybody. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Take us out, Jack.
Dejaste en mi cama tu aroma y sudor.
Jamaica!
Olvido de
Jamaica!
que
Look out,
perdimos
Licari,
el
Licari.
color.
Bay.
Como animales, similar a aquella noche cuando fuimos indomables.
I love it. Good night.